Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Old World Blues with me, Alpha by Omega, a total conversion mod for Hearts of Iron 4. Now I'm genuinely interested how many of you have gotten through that first episode. When I saw the time on that, I got a bit scared myself, but on the other hand, I hope that many of you will appreciate it as an introduction to the game. It's, the first time I'm showing it off anyway, and those of you that know the mod will probably kind of like the fact that I have taken the time to at least explain myself before we start. Now, I also tried some chapters on the video, so I'm hoping that actually came out okay. If not, I'm going to have to fix that because, I wanted to try it out. Anyway, let's get to the game. First of all, before we start playing, I want to do a little recap. We have gone through all of the necessary tabs last time. We are constructing, we are training some units here. 2 units actually of the NCR troopers, or, that's the thing that I wanted to start with actually. I went back and looked at the units. We have, if I am not mistaken, currently, 43 infantry divisions in our army, and each one of these divisions has 215 men, so they are actually well named as a company, because that's usually anything below 250 men, up from some 100, I would guess. So we are not in any place to actually call these armies. They would be brigades at best, more like regiments, or in some cases even battalions. No, actually no. This is some 3,000 men each, so that would be a small brigade. So I'm gonna rename these accordingly. So we're gonna call this Northern Brigade. This one will be the Central Brigade. And this one will be the Southern Brigade. And we're going to call this entire thing First Army. We have only one army, but that's fine. And these guys, the Rangers, we have roughly 130 of them, so that's 500, some 650 if I calculate correctly, which would be a battalion. So let's call this Ranger Battalion. And we could, quite possibly create 2 of those down the line. And these guys, there's 215 of them, so that would be another battalion. So let's call this Motorized Battalion. So we have 3 brigades in our first army and 2 added battalions. So that's kind of cool. That sounds better. Usually an army would be comprised of corps, which would be comprised of divisions, and those would be comprised of brigades, but we can skip that, And as our army will grow, we're gonna get closer and closer to the armies anyway. So I think we've set up everything that we want. Yeah, we have some things that we're not using, and Shady Sands have became home to the gunrunners. Okay, that's one thing that I want to show, and maybe you guys will be able to educate me on this a bit, but I mentioned this before. We have some trade nodes. There's actually quite a lot of them in our city. We have the Shady Sands, we have the Sac City, New Reno, and the Hub, and the rest I think is out. So we have 4. Definitely Shady Sands. This one is also an economic node, Sac City. This one isn't, so that's Sac City, Shady Sands. Oh, Great Dayglow is our okay as well. And any other? Oh, Boneyard, right? Yeah, the Boneyard. There was an trade node map. Okay, there's not an economic map, right? No, I don't see it. Okay, so we got a couple of these, and I'm not entirely sure how well these are used. They give you various bonuses, but I'm not entirely sure how these routes work. So for example, we have, let's look at the Shady Sands, our main node, which is, well, it's on level 1, and we had a better one somewhere. This is Okay, so the hub is a level 4. That's a better. So we got Shady Sands, and there's Junktown, and the hub. Okay, we got way more than I thought. But the hub, if we wanted to begin a route. Oh, we see it here. Okay, cool. So these are the... No, we don't. Okay, anyway. We see the reachable, I guess. If we wanted to trade with San Francisco, we would be giving them $4.41 thousand, and they would give us... No, actually, that's what we gain. And they would gain almost 9,000. We need 40 political power, so I'm not going to deal with that right now. But eventually we will want to open these trade routes, and I'm not sure how well these work. Actually, we have one? No, we don't. Okay. And I don't know if you can have many or just one trade route with each. I'll have to discover this together. I haven't really investigated this mechanic in detail. So let's start by the speed of 3, which is going to be most of what we go for here. Do we have... Yeah, these guys are moving all over the place. We completely changed their organization, so it's gonna be fine. Now I wonder, it's one thing that I'm not entirely sure, where can we see our limit of special forces? Here's the energy cell distribution. Okay, 3.2 update, caps update. Yeah, this is one of the things that I wanted to go through with you, just explaining. We're gonna go through the tutorial. Here it says the hustle, that we have an income based on our size and our nodes. There's a flat income. Yeah, 3,000 of flat income. We get the amount from the from what we get. There's the army wages. Oh, that's where this will come into play. Wait, it's here. Yeah, the standard wages. The lifetime pensions would increase this by 35%. But that's still not bad. Special Forces minimum capacity. Oh, okay. So that would allow us to get a huge bonus. And army experience gain. Okay, I think we're going to pay our people very well. So that's a good thing to go. And then here are the trade nodes. America Universalis. Yeah, member states, central states, economic development. Trade routes. Okay. Sources node. I read this before, so this is just how you start trade routes. There are a variety of organizations across the Wastelands. Okay, this is where I'm getting fuzzy. The variety of organizations across the Wastelands that facilitate the transfer of goods. These organizations now set up shop in trade nodes. When a trade node is sent from a node. When a trade route is sent from a node with an organization established, that organization may decide to take the jump to expand their operations. The market has received a total overhaul. When interacting with organizations, their opinion of a country rises. High opinion gives both better buy and sell prices. Okay, different groups have different... Can we see this somewhere? Organization marketplace. Oh, okay. So I can buy stuff from these guys. Okay, so that's the thing that I was missing. Okay, getting better at understanding this. So it is in our best interest to... Yeah, let's enable the tooltips. It's in our best interest to get the trade routes and organization. Anyway, Shady Sands have become home to gunrunners, so we can now buy from gunrunners. Basic ballistic weaponry, common ballistic weaponry, advanced ballistic weapon. And they got some support equipment and some... Okay, so this is good. We can buy some advanced stuff or help our production through this. Route established from San Francisco. Cool. To the hub and from New Reno. Okay. And route established from New Vegas to the hub and from Wendover. Okay, so we get 2 new trade routes. Good. Good. So, we finished our first national focus, the honored founders, the beloved of the Republic. Among the historical records of the NCR, there are a number of figures that stand out as quintessential to the Republic, yet who among them is the most celebrated in propaganda and education, who shall appear on the most important pieces of currency, be mentioned in speeches, and stand above the rest as the figurehead of the NCR. The three essential figures in the history of the NCR are thus: Eradash, the founder and father of the NCR, gains national spirit Eradash, which grants stability plus 10% and war support plus 5. Seth, the first ranger of the NCR and the greatest war hero. We get Seth, which grants stability plus 2 and war support plus 3. Add technology Seth's Rangers. Or Tandy, Mother of the Republic. Gains national spirit Tandy, which grants daily political power gain plus 0.25 and stability plus 5. Okay, I would have gone with Tandy if I wasn't roleplaying, but Eradash with the stability plus 10% is what we're gonna go for here. So the next choice we have is Tandy's Scheming. So how are our armies going? Let's look at the logistics. Okay, we're building the infantry or constructing the infantry equipment. That is good. We're starting to get some special ops, stockpile, fire team weapons, support equipment. That's fine. We are doing fine. Okay, but our divisions are not training because they don't have the equipment. Yeah, but you know, we'll get them that. We'll get them that soon. Constructions are running. Okay, we got... Well, we're building 2 factories at once in San Gabriel and Shady Sands. That's nice. That is nice. And are our armies, or are our brigades in position? Okay, most of them are. Okay, so the second focus have been finished. Tandy's Scheming. The Mother's Lessons. Tandy devoted her life to the cause of the new California Republic, and early in her life her ideals faded and she was faced with honest pragmatism. She made a series of hard choices, many of which did not necessarily earn her the adoration of the people. Of the choices Tandy made, the most notable are the Nevada Trade Agreement. Okay, so New Reno, Vault City, Desert Rangers, New Vegas, and... Okay, so all these 4, New Reno, Vault City, Desert Rangers, and New Vegas, would get plus 40 in relations with us. The Voter Redistribution Act grants monthly population plus 10% and war support plus 5. Or the NCR draft. We get increase in recruitable population, but stability is lowered by 10%. I'm torn between the Voter Redistribution Act and the Nevada Trade Agreement. I think I'm going to go with the Nevada Trade Agreement because political stability is important for the well-being of the people. And we're going to focus on the water very soon. So let's go with the Nevada Trade Agreement. So the next is Development of the Republic. Is there an opinion map here? Supply areas, terrain, resistance, compliance, resource, infrastructure, factions. Okay, so there's not. But we can look at the diplomacy here, right? Yeah. So let's look at the diplomacy. So Mojave territories really like us. New Vegas really likes us. Desert Rangers, New Reno, and Vault City. Do we have any possibility to, for example, guarantee their independence? Yeah, we could guarantee some of these. Just to extend our... Wait, how do I get back on... That's the Intel ledger. Open contrast here. New Reno, Vault City. Oh, they will not accept. Okay, negative. How much they desire to ally, how dangerous the world is. Okay, so... we'll see. Eventually we might expand our faction. Wait, where was the faction map? Yeah, we have our own faction. There's wait, is that a faction or is that not a faction? I guess those guys are also a faction, but that's really weird way. Wait. The Caesar Legion here. You guys are part of the Caesar Legion? Really? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Great Plains. No, they're... Oh, they have their own... Ah, Great Plains Federation. Here's the Caesar region and here's the NCR. Okay, and there's Northern League. And you guys are not part of anything, right? Yeah, okay, so that's just a weird way the game is presenting it. Cool. So NCR Investments. The NCR development plan was one of the most hotly debated subjects in NCR political history, as it called for a centralization of what had up until that point been a largely diverse agricultural nation. The debate raged for months as to whether or not to even bother with this plan, but eventually it was decided that the bill should focus on the development of a specific area of the economy, be it the reconstruction of roads, subsidizing selected local businesses, or additional funding towards arms manufacturing. So what do we have here? Subsidize local businesses, 2 civilian workshops and 2 building slots. Fund armament manufacturing, 1 building slot and 1 arms workshop, or improved infrastructure. Well, I'm torn. We're not going to go with the armament manufacturing. So either subsidize local business or improve the infrastructure. And I think we suck at the infrastructure more. Or, I mean... The hub, Shady Sands, and Boneyard. Okay, let's improve the infrastructure. That's probably the most roleplay reason, roleplay choice, but yeah, well, at least our people won't die on the streets because, you know, they fell into a hole or something. So you guys are trading, that's good. Okay, we're still fairly low on the amount of guns that we have. Basic weaponry. We're gonna get the next money when. I would like to start the agency soon. But that's gonna cost me a bit. Oh, you know what? We can start it anyway. We're gonna take the intelligence agency, Ranger Intelligence. Sure, why not? That's not actually bad. Let's call it Ranger Intelligence. So we finished the battle for Navarro. On the eve of the final assault, the acting general of the NCR's army, Alexander Drummond, received a personal visit from the president herself. Tandy made it clear to him that the NCR could not afford a slaughter and advised him to hold back the majority of his troops during the assault. Meanwhile, the commander of the Brotherhood of Steel had already gone and approved plans with Drummond, a joint attack that was dependent on the NCR providing a sizable distraction. All the while, Drummond had grown increasingly frustrated with the entire situation and knew that he might regain much of his lost honor if he ordered an overwhelming charge and claimed the majority of Navarro's treasures for the NCR, a reckless move that could save his career. So what did he do? He held back our troops. Okay, gains national spirit, legacy of Navarro, which grants energy weapon research level, power armor technology research speed, combat robot production cost, support robot production cost, and gains Brotherhood assault. Opinion of Western Brotherhood minus 50. He committed to the Brotherhood's plan. Gain equal assault, opinion of Western Brotherhood plus 25% and lower the limit, but we lose a lot of manpower. Yeah, we lost 1,000 here. He recklessly pushed for an overwhelming NCR assault. So that... Oh, wait, that's not... Okay, energy weaponry research speed. is not actually... Ah, okay, so that's not it's lowered. It takes longer. The speed is lowered. Okay, so the more we sacrifice, the more we, I guess, gain from the Brotherhood. I think he would commit to the Brotherhood's plan. That sounds reasonable. Okay, now the Council Hall. We get a bit of political power already, so we're doing fine. All forces in positions? It seems like they are. Cool. You guys are not growing though. Why are you not? Well, we're not producing the vehicles though, are we? So you might actually lose a bit. Well, I might just add one factory. Okay, and we're starting to get a bit low on the support equipment as well. We get the makeshift weapons. We're getting command power, and that's good because we will need more leaders and upgrade them as we go. Oh, I slow it down, so let's speed it up a bit. The world is peaceful so far. Okay, just stop. The secret burger. Recently, we've heard of a man who goes by the simple moniker T. Thought to swear. Wait, what? We've heard of a man who goes by the simple moniker T. Thought we swear we've heard of him before. He insists we've never met and we cannot remember it either. Regardless, the ghoul brings a secret with him. The best goddamn burger recipe we've ever tasted. He wants to share. Our best chuck catchers have adopted the famous recipe all throughout the country. Recently, groups have been making pilgrimages from even distant lands of foreign and exotic gods just to have a taste. National Spirit Swiss sauce, which gains country-based Nottingham plus 5%. Cool! That's a positive event. Oh god, we're gonna have so many modifiers, won't we? Yeah, and here goes the issue. We're missing the motorized vehicle production. Okay, so I guess... Well, when are we gonna get the next? It's gonna take a while. You guys are producing for almost 5 per week. Let's take one away here and just put it on. Wait. Oh, here they are, scrapping the cycle. Just one. That ought to be enough. It's going to take a while to start the production up, but we'll see if we're falling behind. This is just a replacement anyway. And it's only until we finish this. Actually, I wonder, do they sell motorcycles as well or something like that? No, just guns. Minimum opinion. Current opinion. So they would just sell us basic weaponry. Basic ballistic weaponry. Where exactly is this? Basic ballistic weaponry. There's the service rifle. I guess that might be just this one. Not sure, it's not showing. And hey, we're training our first troops. Awesome. And these guys are still missing the pistols. Okay. But we're moving in the right direction. Let's speed it up a bit more. Okay, we have our first war. Linus has scored the code war on the Blue Rose Society. Oh, that's the Legion. Yeah, Blue Rose Society. Oh, you don't look very well yourself, people. They got what? 2 to 14 units, and this guy's 3 to 21. So it's not going to be an even fight. How? 21 to 54. So at this point it looks like we are slightly stronger than the Caesars region, but it depends on what kind of weapons they have. Okay, so you guys can stop training. We don't need that anymore. You guys can also stop training, and you guys still need to train. Okay, we're getting a bit of command power here. How come you guys haven't finished training yet? Okay, agency has been prepared. We're gonna stop you as well from training. The desert region declared war on the Vipers. Oh, really? Okay, dislikes Brotherhood of Steel, paranoid. Well, we have very good relations with the Desert Rangers, so I don't actually mind that. The agency has been created, but I don't think we can do anything because it costs quite a lot of money. So let's forget about that now. By not training, we're gonna save a lot of guns. Oh, hey, we're actually covering the need for speed here. Acclimatization. Okay, and we have 9 day. The council will give us additional 50 political power, so we can make the first changes then. What does the intel tell me about you guys? 4 to 23 and 2 to 10. Yeah, you got this. Unless you do something horribly wrong, you got this. Okay, so we finished our first technology. Oh, actually 3 of our first technologies. Awesome. So we'll see some significant improvement. So the Alms Law gives us extra research speed and appeal to refugees +2. And I believe we finished, yes, 2 procurement, which gives us extra production efficiency cap, which is going to make us much, much better. And we finished the resource production here. So I'm going to go now with construction basics. And we're going to go with industrial planning. No, we're going to go with the improvised tools. It's additional 7% of production efficiency and 2.5% of production efficiency growth and dockyard output. So that's absolutely necessary. It's going to take a while, and we're still working on the automatization. I think the last technology we're going to go with is actually going to be a conventional warfare military doctrine. It might be a bit early for that, but I would really like to get a head start on the doctrines because they make your units perform way better. So let's start working on the battle plans. We'll see how that's gonna go. And we can modify the government. Awesome. So we got our first 100 political power. So what are we going to do? That's the question here, actually. That's always the question. You can go with so many things. I honestly think we should focus on construction speed right now to make things slightly better. So construction speed +5% might be interesting. We cannot change anything here. Special forces minimum capacity. Okay, that's a good thing. I think we're gonna focus on some of the special forces that we have. Does anyone increase stability or anything like that? Construction speed. We saw this. Cultural advisor. Damage to garrisons. War support and caps income. And low stability. No thank you. That's the same thing. Production here. Ballistics. Medical. Oh! Military factory construction speed +10%. Civilian factory construction speed +10%. And dockyard construction speed. Infrastructure airbase. Okay, anything else here that's armor and major businesses? What about decisions? We have a lot for business favor. Oh, we have the followers here. I wanted to take that. Okay, so let's actually take the major. Tuhinsky Engineering, and the next steps that we're gonna take will be with the followers. We will ask them to help the settlements. We will ask them for help with research, the water, and I don't think we need the medical technology, but we can take it anyway. The old country declared war on the Rotburgers. Okay, that's here. No, the Western Brotherhood. I missed this. They're at war with. Oh, okay. So these guys are already. Washington Brotherhood is already on their way. Yeah, Linnaeus' cohort is completely overrunning the Blue Rose Society. And the Desert Rangers are making a head start into the. What was it? The Vipers. Okay, but where is that last war going on? Oh, I forgot what their name was as well, so it's gonna be finding them kind of hard. Oh, here! There's a war going on here. Draggers. Huh. Okay, so we get the Council Hill, and now we have to make an important decision. First of all, we're gonna go petition the people, as we said. So let's petition them for technology and for helping the settlement. And now we have a lot of choices. So the capital fund. Okay, so this is the first one that helps the economy. This helps the military. And this helps the army. Okay, so let's start with the capital fund. The city of Shady Sands is one of the largest in all of the NCR, with an immense population. Strategically located on the border of Nevada, atop a dried lake bed that provides fresh water to this day, it is the center of trade and economic prosperity within California. Each year, immense amounts of wealth are poured into this ever-growing metropolis, and today is no exception to the rule. So that's going to give us a bit more production. Yeah, we're actually awesome with the factories. That's great. So let's continue. Oh, actually, we're running over time, so I'm gonna finish after this event. Corruption in Shady Sands. A scandal has rocked New California Republic as the press has revealed that some of NCR's leaders are taking bribes in exchange for government favors. Brahmin ranchers, gunrunners, and others have been abusing our nation for their own personal gain. Many critics wonder if New California Republic is worth dying for, if its leaders will tolerate this sort of misconduct. This is how we've always done it. Okay, Lord base support, or we will root out this injustice. We will root out this injustice, guys, because that's what we do in the NCR. Anyway, this was the second episode. Things are well on their way. We are training a unit. We are almost training a second unit. We're starting to build a stockpile, though the infantry equipment is not ideal. But we finished the motorized battalions training, which is good. And we might, yeah, okay, we'll have to reinforce them. But as you can see, the maximum production efficiency now is increased to 20. So that means we're going to produce way more of everything every single week. And that's what we want here, in the end. So the last sip of coffee, and I'll see you in next episode.